Perfect.
Yo, you know what it is, Kuya David, the Pen Clique Prime Minister. Welcome back, everyone, to Off Page, presented by Pen Clique, the Instagram IG live showcase for poetry and music, and the only one that actually can present both in the way that y'all should receive this content in ultra high quality fidelity. This is not like a Nokia brick phone potato camera with like people sounding like garbled up 56K modems throwing up. Nah, you're getting the Pen Clique experience right here on Pen Clique's Off Page. So before we get into it, because tonight we have 5 amazing artists, real quick serious moment, all right? Today, September 23rd, Breonna Taylor's murderers were not charged. Only one officer was indicted, right? Let's talk about this real quick. Let's get chopping the fable, right? Regardless of what you believe, we can agree on a few things, right? The officers did not do due diligence. They were trigger happy, and Breonna was murdered in her own home while she was asleep. Time and again, police get away with this because of how the system is built to uphold the powers of the old masters and, in extension, historic white supremacy. Abolish qualified immunity to hold all police officers accountable. Dismantle this fraternity-like bullshit in the police system, and rest in peace to Breonna, and prayers out to her family. All right, that being said, tonight, we're gonna live the rest of our lives and celebrate what we got going on by celebrating BIPOC and queer trans folk through enjoying their art. Tonight, we have 5 amazing artists. We got Jüne, we got Kaji, our first international poet all the way out in Manchester. Shout out Shirley May, Young Identity, Jardel, Esther, Reese, Tukai, Isaiah, all y'all. Shout out Manchester, MCR in the building. Shout out Matthew Sterling Nye, who will be performing tonight, a real dope song. Can't wait for y'all to hear that, really real. And we got the beautiful, lovely, fiery, non-binary, amazing poet themselves, Pastiche Queen. And lastly, as you heard in the countdown, if y'all lucky enough to have heard it, we got Sirena. Shout out to Los Angeles. Shout out to the Mien community. You know what I'm saying? But right now, we're about to get it to Jüne, a dope hip hop artist. I think he comes from Alaska, but made it all the way out to Pomona, where he is now rocking it with his hip hop music in the Pomona scene. Shout out Dope Spot Studios. Shout out Lyrically Twisted. And yeah, let me just shut up and let's get into this shit. Hey.
Dope by Design star and a part of the Chubby Fat family. We here with musician, producer, MC, representing live from the Dope Spot Studios. We got Jüne, aka Skinny Black, in the cuts. Thank you for rocking with us, family.
Yo, Daniel, man, thank you for having me, man. You already know, it's Chubby Fat family, Chubby Fat familia. Shout out Pen Clique. Man, much love to Off Page for having me. It's a pleasure.
Hey, it's always a pleasure to have you. So you've kept it pushing during all of the lockdown on all fronts. Let them know about all the different things you got coming out real soon.
Well, there's just trying to keep it pushing through this quarantine and trying to stay busy with everything that's going on. There's always music being made. I'm always making music, so I got a beat tape coming up at the end of this month. On the rapping tip, there's me and the homie Miyagi. We have a joint project that we've been working on called Rush Hour, and the fans have kind of been waiting for, like, if you're a fan, you know, like, this is something that we've kind of been teasing at for a while, but we've never like really gotten too far with it. But now, like, with all this extra time, it was like the perfect opportunity to push things forward and get things moving. So the single for Rush Hour will be coming out in the next month or so as well. And then with all the free time in the quarantine, I if you know me, I grow weed, and I like recently decided to get into breeding. So I've been breeding, working with some of my own strains and stuff, and trying to like get stuff dialed in. And I started a seed company, and its name is Jüne Seed Company. And you can tap in. I got seeds on deck. Holla at me for any of your bean needs.
Hey, we appreciate everything you're doing. So follow him to stay up to date with all the beats and bars at June_skinny_black, and hit him at Junetics for all your seed needs. And now, this is June off page.
Yeah. You know what it is. Mezu on the beat. Man. Say word. Hey yo, arrest the cops that killed Breonna Taylor right now, yo. Sunrise Tequila, half Derek Jeter, half Mitchell Peters. Some vocalizing mad heaters that live it by your speakers. And bob like heroin out the business end of a needle. Riding this instrumental like a 87 Regal. Turbo T, you heard Bo G should shine far from a king. That's where the both bibbies. Nigga, I'll die for this thing. But if it's all the same, I just came to sprinkle game for you to shape up like Kane. Able body, they pick the poppy, ship it to Aki, process by poppy, break it down and distribute it. Los Angeles to Milwaukee, this what my rhymes embody. Spitting this crime so cocky, written in lines of Chachi, Chi-Chi, get the yayo doggy. K9 gon' be froggy, if they get time to wop me. Abide by the rules of the game if you decide to copy. Popping bottles with faces that later on try to pop them. Frank told Tony, watch out for them hostas. Never underestimate the other guy's greed, and don't get high off your own supply. They say never die alone, but trust nobody. Then when it goes down, you go with no one by your side. Never underestimate the other guy's greed, and don't get high off your own supply. They say never die alone, but trust nobody. Then when it goes down, you go with no one by your side. Say word. My name is June, aka Skinny Black. Shout out to Alf Page, thank y'all for having me, man. Shout out to Clique. Man, and make sure y'all stay safe out here, bro, cause it's getting crazy.
Yeah, everyone, let's get some fire emojis for June, aka Skinny Black. Yo, that was dope. Be sure to hit him up, June_Skinny Black. By the way, his name is correctly pronounced, spelled with the two dots on the U. I believe that's called an umlaut. So, you know, your boy has some, vocabulary, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to June. And by the way, let's get some shout outs in the building. Let's say, shout out Shihan, shout out Lil Tree Poetry, shout out Shishi Ruiz, shout out Tintin, what's good, fam? Shout out Dope Spot Studios, of course. We got Pastiche Queen in the building. Hey, yo, shout out Brian Super B Oliva. We got Samuel Hummingberg in the building. Yo, we got a lot of artists sharing each other's art tonight. That's fire. Love it, love it, love the energy. Oh, shout out Kevin's and Bloom. Yeah. And shout out Ava. Yeah. Damn, giving out so much love right now, but we about to take it to our first international poet, Kitty Kaji, all the way out in Manchester. I got connected with her crew, Young Identity, when I was doing like a backpacking tour of all these poetry spots all around Europe, and then I ended up at a workshop in some university out there, and from then on, just stay connected with Young Identity. So I'm super glad to have one of Young Identity Manchester's very own Kitty Kaji in the building for Off Page. Let's get it.
Here with poetry heat from across the pond, we got the Manchester homie representing the Young Identity crew and rocking as our first international poet, Kitty Kaji in the cuts. Thank you for rocking with us, Star.
Thank you. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Clique. I'm happy to be here. I'm excited. Hello, LA.
Hey, we're excited to have the UK represent. Let our audience know about all the dope things happening with poetry over on your side of the globe.
Okay, so I'm in Manchester in the UK representing Young Identity, No Disclaimers, and we do online workshops at the moment. We're doing online fundraisers, slammed and everything's online at the moment, but we'll go back to normal soon. But until then, you could get involved online if you want to. You know where to go. Through Clique, find me.
Hey, be sure to follow her at Miss Kitty Kaji and hit the Young Identity crew over at Young Identity MCR to stay up to date with all the dope UK poetry tings. And now, this is Kitty Kaji off page.
This one's called Nurture. I believed my purpose was to be a mother. I'd chase after boys on the playground, asking if they would be my husband. I'd fall in love at first sight. Well, at least I thought I did, because lust feels like love when the estrogen levels are right. I thought a relationship would complete me because I was looking at the glass half full. And as soon as I realised I am the whole damn cup, and that space without liquid is only going to get more full by me, I never wanted to be a mother. I just wanted to be a love giver. And when you start with yourself, that is when you are complete. An ode to Shirley. Like a chandelier, grand, great and graceful, you cannot go unnoticed. A fluorescent, forever burning bulb, you're always shining bright. Your warmth could fuel a household, your energy a city. The power of your presence is enough to keep us present. There is no strength of spirit like Shirley's. Your children, biological or borrowed, know all too well that the love that pours from your coronary arteries never clots. You made a family with varying character and history, but come together as one young identity. This last one is called The Change. A single match can start a forest fire. Deforestation can lead to floods. Destruction of land means famine, and starvation means death. Cremation can cause ozone depletion. Everything we do is cause and effect. The human ego refers to our mess as natural disaster. No liability here, predator. Eyes forward, no looking inwards. Our earth has become our prey. The ground we need to live is in danger because of us. Trust in the universe, a common phrase, ironic given we manipulate every inch. The supplier of all food is at the bottom of the food chain. Cycles are what make life secular, but the climate change is a rotation more rapid than we can see. The naked eye is barely aware of this guaranteed descent into flames. Until this gradual collapse turns to catastrophe, no one will react. Tunnel vision, blinkers to the bigger picture. We're gonna die anyway. The unborn future generations turn in their unmarked graves. Notice our own burnout, not Mother Nature burning. A silent suffering. I can't afford the solutions. So tell me the price of life. Tell me the cost of your family's death. Here is the moment you've been scrolling for. Don't wait for the end of the world to start hashtag trending to shift your behavior. Be that single match that starts a forest fire. Thank you. That's Kitty Kaji from Manchester.
Yo, shout out Manchester. Big ups all MCR in the building. By the way, being a Californian, I gotta say, if you're gonna be the match that starts the forest fire, metaphorically, we're not talking about the gender reveal wise. You know what it is. All right, so yeah, big ups Kitty Kaji, who did multiple poems within the time limit. Yo, what's really dope about these artists for this off page is that they do a bunch of things that I've been waiting for artists to do on this platform. Like Jüne, for example, he had somebody holding the camera and follow him around while he's doing his MC thing, rocking with the crowd and, you know, doing his rapper hands and things. And like, yo, that's tight. I've been waiting for somebody to actually do that. Kitty Kaji, she did multiple poems within the 3 minutes that we give our artists as dope. She also had me to do captions for her piece because she's a big advocate of accessibility, and she specifically requested that I put captions as she performed. So did that. Oh, shout out Jessica Game Club in the building. Shout out Black Wildflower. Shout out Noah James. Neo Solo. Yeah, you're right. You noticed that the backgrounds were changing with each piece, so that was tight. Shout out Carol. Shout out Robert. Shout out Rebellion Mark Vasquez. Shout out Kevin Sandbloom. Yo, man, love y'all for coming through, man. Hell yeah. All right, so next up we have Pen Clique fam, former guest on season 2 of the Most Poppin' Poetry podcast. We got Matthew Sterling Nye. This brother is a multifaceted, multi-dashed artist. He's a actor, rapper, poet, writer, so many things. So let me just cut to this guy and let's witness the art of Matthew Nye.
Florida's finest, now reppin' LA in the best way. We here with comedian, actor, writer, director, poet, and Pen Clique Day One, Matthew Sterling Nye in the building. Thank you for rocking with us, fam.
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate you.
We always appreciate you.
Thank you.
So as a super active artist in all the different mediums, what are some of the things that you've been using to help you get through this lockdown?
Oh man, my PlayStation 4. You know what I mean? That's really, like, I don't know. I've been playing games a lot, dude. I've been playing the Yakuza series, which is fucking amazing. Like, all right, I've been hating on this series for years because I love Shenmue. There's a whole backstory about that. You can go look it up. But I started playing it and I really fucked with the story. It's incredible. And then I've just been making music, man. That's really it. I've just been making music, hitting the studio up, fucking recording and writing, and that stuff, that good stuff.
Hey, I'm excited to hear it. So be sure to follow him at Matthew Sterling Nye, or hit him on all streaming platforms at Matt Nye to find these bars. And now this is Matt Nye off page.
I don't really get it. I don't understand this life that we live. I don't really get the reason we die. Life is a motherfucker that fucked your mother, then plucked your soul from the sky. Maybe that's why everyone dreams they can fly. I'm just sitting here chilling, thinking, wishing all the days that's long gone. You could have held on just a couple years. I'd have pictures all on my phone. Cause back in 03 with that Nokia, you could only text to call home. I'm getting grown. Hell, I am grown. 32, I got my own home. Well, I'm in South Central and I'm renting still. And just the other day I was sneezing out there for no reason. Took some Benadryl, sparked me a blunt, I ain't feeling right. Too much tobacco, I'm feeling ill. It's like a struggle to stay alive. Drinking some Henny throughout my meal. Cause I'm getting old, man. You hear that, old man? So go and make room for me. Wherever it is that you wound up, they including me. Cause even in the flames of hell, would look in your eyes and it would be soothing me. Cause you and me, we've been through the fire way before any motherfucking eulogy. No God, no devil, no concrete, no metal, not ever could come in between. Cause your son will fly to the sun and burn that shit down if it brought you to me. Fuck, Pop, tell me what you see. Is it light, is it darkness? Are you just gone? Can you come kick it with me? Couldn't I just roll up a blunt and then think in my mind that you were sitting with me? Is that crazy? Am I losing my mind? I talk to you all of the time, but I don't ever get no answers from you. And it's weird cause you always spoke your mind. Do you not exist now? And how could I live in that world? It's leaving me pissed now. I'm pulling my piss out cause I don't have guts to be slitting my wrist now. So clickety click, pal. Though for you that wouldn't sit well. Shit, well, look, I'm glad that we met. And I'm so happy for our time. It's just that I wish that we had some more. And it's really fucking with my mind. And yesterday, I couldn't remember what your laugh was like. And that shit cut worse than a knife that stuck with you to the afterlife. Or like a paper cut to the hole of my dick. Life is a motherfucker, and motherfucker, you'll know when it hits. And that's grief. And that's real. And that shit hurts. That shit kills. Spark me a blunt, I ain't feeling right. Too much tobacco, I'm feeling ill. It's like a struggle to stay alive. Drinking some Henny throughout my meal. Cause I'm getting old, man. You hear that, old man? Yeah, man. It's not honestly. It's not the best song to showcase, but it's the realest fucking song that I have on my, on my deck that's coming out now. And it was my dad's birthday yesterday, so had to do it. Had to do it. Thank you for fucking with me.
Grown man bars is something you gotta deal with. Yo, like, I've known Matthew 9 for a little bit, but him and Daniel Hees are like longtime homies. But me knowing like Matthew for the few times that I met him, it's like you would never know he had that depth of a pen. Like, the dude is like super funny, hella goofy, but then he can get to that serious poetic part, in the soul, and like you can hear like all the pain and the insightfulness, like he's spent a lot of time thinking about this and not a word wasted. Even like the hard parts of like what is the most painful feeling? Getting a cut on the tip of your dick? Yeah, for sure. That shit hurts. That shit hella hurts. Like I would never have thought to say that on wax, but our mans was able to figure out like some more excruciating shit with only 2 words. I'm like, yo, shout out Matt and I. Know what it is. Everyone, please give him a follow. That being said, we're down to our last 2 acts of the night. By the way, like, moving forward, like what we're gonna try and do next month is try booking 4 acts, so that's less acts, but double the pieces. So out of like 4 people, we'll get like 8 songs and poems. So it's a new format we're trying out. Trying out a lot of things, man. Like, just stay with us. Please subscribe to PenClique at PenClique, PenClique, because we're always experimenting with new forms of poetry, media, and content on YouTube, on Instagram, maybe on Twitch, and maybe if you're on virtual reality, shout out Kuya Quattro on VR chat. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, next up we have our last poet of the night, Pastiche Queen. I got connected with Pastiche Queen just by like following them and like seeing them being just killing it on all the online slams, such as Screen Time Slam. Shout out Kat McGill. And yeah, Pastiche Queen, super fiery. I love their approach on poetry, and you'll see. It's really clever stuff. So yeah, let's get it. Pastiche Queen, off page. Yep.
We here with the Fresh Fen Slam poet representing for the LGBTQ plus family. We got actor, writer, and poetry star Pastiche Queen in the cuts. Thank you for rocking with us, Star.
Thank you for having me. I'm so stoked to be here.
Hey, we happy to have you. So you've stayed super active on the online poetry circuit recently, but you've also been doing a lot of dope empowering things for the queer and non-binary folks. Let them know about all the things you got going on.
Yes, so a couple weeks ago, I was a finalist on Screen Time Slam, Final Screen. I was also a finalist on Jessica Salgado's Queen Slam, representing for non-binary folks. And every Wednesday, I host a QTBIPOC open mic at Get Loud Movement, on their page specifically. Queer, trans, black, indigenous, POC folks, you are all welcome to perform, as well as allies. You got something to say, you got some art to show, we got you. But just realize priority will be given to QTBI POC folks every Wednesday, 7:30, Get Loud Movement. I will also be releasing a book as well as an album of spoken word poetry on October 10th. It's my 25th birthday. All you gotta do, please, for my birthday, just buy my book. Buy my book, buy my words, please. That's all I want.
Hey, be sure to follow them over at Pastiche Queen or hit Get Loud Movement every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. for more fierce and fire bars. And now, this is Pastiche Queen, off page.
This is called Shadow. And if this poem makes you nervous, think about why that is. Host asks the featured poet, "Do you believe the poetry community is safe for women?" "No," she replies, with no hesitation. "I feel the same way for queer people." A standard velociraptor weighs 140 pounds and comes equipped with 5-inch talons and 28 widely spaced, razor-sharp, serrated teeth. It was designed to be a predator. The dinosaurs survived 4 mass extinction events. The Earth tried to rid herself of scaly beasties 4 times over, and the fuckers wouldn't leave. It took an asteroid to wipe them out. a testament that sometimes fixing the garden requires external force. A parrot from London went missing for 4 years and returned home speaking Spanish. Now, birds are direct descendants of dinosaurs, living proof that given enough time and pressure, a lizard can adorn itself in feathers and walk among us like it knew flight all along. You can teach a crow to speak the same way you can teach a parrot. That is to say, the lines between predators and parrots and poets are more blurred than we thought. But their words are hollow, like the bones they adapted to give them flight in the first place. And if it sounds like I'm mixing metaphors, I am. Because my heart doesn't trust my pen like it used to. Taking the sky, sacrificing integrity for influence. Does the parrot know how big its shadow can get? Does the poet know the darkness of a shadow carries weight? They will talk to the hardened parts inside of you like they weren't made stronger through constant breakage. They will praise the soft parts of your body as if to celebrate a good harvest. They will prescribe their own medicine for your soul, but what kind of medicine makes you sick? A bird is what it appears to be as it clutches its prey. A predator, all talons and teeth, a raptor all along. Fixing a garden sometimes requires external force. So prepare, dear predator, parrot, poet, for the asteroid that's overdue.
Yeah. Shout out Pastiche Queen. I told y'all, fiery. Oof. Yeah. Pastiche, that was like the most aesthetic falling asteroid background I could find. I do my due diligence, you know what I'm saying? I try. Yo, we got a couple folks in the building. Yo, we got Sammy. Shout out Sammy. Shout out Jüne, aka Crash Queen Dim Lights fam. Shout out Irene, who was a former guest judge on one of our poetry classes. Shout out Tumex. Yo, shout out Tumex in the building. Shout out Lex D. What? Yo, the man's clashed with Carter Deems and survived, bro. Yo, shout out you, God. And yeah, shout out David. Yo, I like your name, bro. David Ace X. Yeah. Love your name, bro. And yeah, we are down to our last artist of the night. Los Angeles fam in the building. Shout out the Mien community, you know what I'm saying? We got Sirena in the cuts on Off Page. I can't believe we got her, y'all. It's like, yo, shout out, look up Serena's music on Spotify. Like, she got some bops. Hell yeah. By the way, I want y'all to be sure to, if you like this content, be sure to not only follow us on Clique, but also to follow us because we are going to be uploading every Off Page on both our podcast streams, also on YouTube. So on YouTube, you'll have it at the long play, and on podcast, actually, not gonna lie, this show actually plays really dope on podcasts because you get a bit of poetry, a bit of music, and you get a little bit of me telling a bunch of random shout outs to people that you don't know who the hell they are because you're not in the live chat. You're listening while you're doing dishes and walking your dog while suffocating in your mask, but you're doing it because you love the people and you care to not spread whatever bullshit you might have because you might be asymptomatic. Wear a fucking mask, y'all, is what I'm saying. All right, that being said, last but not least, follow us, podcast, and YouTube at Clique. So yeah, we are going to take it over to Sirena, Los Angeles fam, Mien community fam. Shout out you Solosopher, and shout out Tyrone, Lyrically Twisted. But yeah, enough of the shout outs. Let's get it. Sirena, Off Page, gang.
We here with Pop Goddess, representing the Mien community with that Best Coast vibe. We here with Los Angeles family, singer and songwriter Sirena in the cuts. Thank you for rocking with us, Star.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, we happy to have you. As a normally super collaborative artist, how has the lockdown affected your process in recording and releasing your music?
Man, it's been different with the lockdown. So Before, I was able to go every week to record, but ever since COVID happened, I literally couldn't record for 3 months. But finally, my producer was able to create this quarantine-friendly booth with plexiglass, and we're super careful whenever we record. I was able to go in today and record a new track, but I had to bring my own little pop filter. But I'm glad that we were finally able to lay something down, so I have new music coming, so stay tuned. But in the meantime, make sure you guys follow me on all social media at Legendary Sirena, and you can search my current music on Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, and basically every music platform.
Hey, be sure to check her out at Legendary Sirena or hit up her label at Enrage ENT so you don't miss the heat she's about to drop. And now, this is Sirena Off Page.
Can someone please tell me what's this feeling? My mind is racing, my heart is beating faster by the minute. Wait, I don't need you, I'm good on my own. I've come this far, I've done it all alone. And here I find myself yearning for more. It's 2 a.m., I'm in the dark and I don't know what to do. Laying sleepless, I am speechless, thinking about you. You're flooding my thoughts, I'm falling apart. Is it love or just bad news? 'Cause I am lost and lonely. Are you thinking about me too? Do you even care about my feelings? I wanna tell you, but can I trust you with every part of my soul? No, I don't want to, I'm good on my own. I've come this far, I've done it all alone. And here I find myself desperately wanting more. It's 2 a.m., I'm in the dark and I don't know what to do. You got me sleepless, I'm speechless, thinking about you. You're fighting the thoughts, I'm falling apart. Is it love or just bad news? 'Cause I am lost and lonely. Are you thinking about me too? If I really fall for you like this, how can I be sure that you'll come with me? I can be a parachute. If you're scared to jump, I'll catch you. Don't be afraid, we're all we need. It's 2 a.m., I'm in the dark, but I know just what to do. 'Cause you're the one that I want, don't care what nobody says. I know you want me too. But if I really fall for you like this, how can I be sure that you'll come with me? I can be a parachute. If you're scared to jump, I'll catch you. Hey, it's 2 a.m., it's 2 a.m. You're the one I want. You're the one I need.
Yeah, that was Sirena. Let's go. Shout out Los Angeles fam. Shout out Sirena. Shout out the Mien community. Yo, it's crazy because it's like in the promo spots, like we have her like doing these like really hype bops, right? But then when when it actually comes down to the actual off-page show, it's like, oh, she busts out the okie doke and gives us like this super feelsy vibe. It's like, Okay, that's why the lights are pink, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, shout out all our guests who came through tonight. Shout out Jüne, Kitty, Kaji in Manchester. I know you're still staying up, girl. It's well past your bedtime. Go ahead, get some rest right now. Shout out Matthew Nye. Shout out Pastiche Queen. And of course, shout out Sirena. Shout out all y'all that came in the building. That's Tyrone Stokes. Hope is Music. Janine from Vital Pomona. Y'all, so much crazy shit has happened like this whole month, y'all. It's like, damn, we all need to register to vote. Let me say that right now. You know, voting season's around the corner. Please register to vote. Let's get the cheesy ass Cheeto Puff in charge fucking the fuck out of here, bro. Let's get that dude the hell out of here. So register to vote. You know what it is. And yeah, man, if you like what you saw and you know who got the quality Instagram live show, please follow us on Instagram at Penclique, PENCLIQUE, because we will continue to try to give you guys the best IG showcase that we can, that y'all deserve to watch. Not like dusty looking 120p real media player looking ass like hacked file from Kazaa, like looking at us like .rar file. No, we're trying to give you what y'all need. That is a quality video production on both poetry and music. So immerse yourselves as much as possible. Matter of fact, we're even trying to like experiment with, you know, doing this in other spaces, like in virtual reality. Maybe might find us on Twitch sometime soon, but you can definitely find us on YouTube at Penclique. So every performance and every whole show gets uploaded to YouTube as well, so you get still the whole visual treatment, and this plays extra dope through our podcast. So we also upload this off-page live show on our podcast, so you can listen to it as a long playlist, and it's dope. It's like, it's really one of the best ways to receive this kind of content. So be sure to follow us on through the podcast streams at Penclique. Yes, I said hacked file from Kazaa. You know, Sammy, you a real one if you know what that means, bro. Hell yeah. LimeWire gang still, Morpheus gang. What else you got? You know, it's like, do we got the IRC, the Internet Relay Chat, downloading hashes and torrents? Yo, you better put on your VPN and go on Tor browser, bro. I got that onion on my, I got the onion on me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about that white. I'm talking about that onion layers. Tech shit. All right. So yeah, like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, guys, see y'all next month. Oh, by the way, we have the mini poetry clashes popping up. So a lot of people have been asking, like, how do we get in on the poetry clash? The poetry clash is, of course, the one poet versus one poet poetry competition. And a lot of people have been asking how the hell to get on that. We have provided a way for y'all to participate. The mini clash. Every month we're gonna post a little mini prompt, and you guys can upload a 1-minute video of yourself performing a piece, slide it to in our DMs, and we'll pair you guys against another random submission, and we'll have, you know, people voting in the comments, and the winner gets, you know, some goodies, you know what I'm saying? So you get some prints, you get some stickers, get some good shit. So we'll do the first mini clash next week. The prompt's already done. I'm saying we're actually going to get to voting, so I'm going to start publishing those videos next week. And next month, we're doing our poetry clash. Hopefully, if those video files come in, it's like handling an international clash. Yes, it is an international clash. Handling an international clash and having people submit videos from different parts of the world is like, it's a bit tough. You know what I'm saying? To like try to IT folks over like long distances and time gaps, but we're trying to make it happen for y'all. Penclique prevails. You know, poetry prevails, and yeah, trying to bring y'all the best and greatest of poetry content that you guys deserve. Penclique off page. Thank you for coming through tonight. And yeah, see y'all soon.